So, like Minesweeper, we've got cells that will end up having numbers in them that indicate how many mines are adjacent to those cells. We've also got numbers in the top right here that indicate how many mines are within those colors. And we've got numbers above our rows and columns here that indicate how many mines are in those rows or columns. Also important to note is that we've got it set to countdown mode. So that means it shows how many mines are remaining in all of those cases. So rather than showing the total, it shows how many mines are remaining in those rows and columns, or those colors, or those adjacent cells. Now, if you played a lot of Minesweeper, this is going to be very confusing at first, but it is absolutely better once you get used to it. Okay, so there has to be a mine in these two. That means this one's safe. What else we got here? There can't... Okay, with this 2-1 interaction, there can't be... there has to be a mine here, and that means there has to be a mine here as well, which means these two are safe. This double 3 interaction means that... just that all... well, all three of those. Don't even need to bring the double 3 into it. Same double 1 interaction we had earlier makes that one clear. There has to be one of these spaces, so that clears both of these. Only one of these is, so both of those have to be. What else we got? None of our counts are low enough to be terribly meaningful yet, right? Yeah, close. Actually, maybe. Let's see. What about all of these? So there has to be at least 3 in blue here. A full 3 in blue here. Technically with overlap, so that's 5, 6. Only 6 guaranteed blue, not 7 there. Although... does that... That just, like, I guess what we could have figured out if it was otherwise would be guaranteed mines in the purples here, I guess. But yeah, that doesn't really amount to anything just yet. And you're right, there was only 5 guaranteed because there was a fuchsia one up here as well. One of these 4 is... Oh, we know one of those 2 is, which means those 2 are safe. Yeah, okay. So one of these 2 is, and that means one of these 2 is, which means this is safe. This 3-1 interaction with only 4 cells means both of those 2 have to be mines. One of those is, so this is safe. I love that song. We got that one from the column up here. I can only click along to the music so often because I can't play that fast. Let's see. Okay, so we know there's 2 in the blue here and 1 in the blue up here, and that covers all 3 of the blues, right? So that gives us all of that. There's definitely information to be gleaned here. It's just a little wonky to figure out how to extract it. So 2 of those 4 are... Or 1 of those are... 1 or 2 of these are... And then there's some gaps we can't extrapolate further. And to be clear, I know it might sound a little crazy to be like speaking in terms of, well, 0 or 1 of these are, that means 1 or 2 of those are, but that can actually lead to valid deductions. Sleep well, Jennifer. Let's see. Where else can we meaningfully make progress? Cheers, Eltris. Have a good rest. Thank you. Least one of these 3 is. So 0 or 1 of these 4 is. So 1 or 2 of these is. Zero or 1 of these is. which means this has to be. Right? And we could actually maybe pull that back, right? Because we have a fixed number then. So this is 1, not 0 or 1 anymore. Yeah, the gray mind count might be relevant. It's probably not quite, but it's close to being relevant. So one of those is exactly one of these is. Means exactly one of these is. Which means exactly one of these is. Which means exactly one of these is. Which means these two are safe. So, as I said, sometimes you need to use those sorts of chains to extrapolate there properly. We got that little bit there from the column number. Okay, so one of these two is, which means one of these two is, we've only got one in the row, so we can tag those. These two is, that one is. So, to proceed, we're probably using the purple mind count in some fashion. Let's see. So, let's see, we've got guaranteed 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and that's all that we've got in purple mines. So that means these all have to share. Those are all clear. Boom. That was pretty smooth. Nice one to start off on there. Do we go back to one of them that we skipped out on earlier because we got stuck somewhere? Let's take a look at ribbon. Yeah. Yeah, we've got lots of chains that don't quite amount, or we couldn't find where they amounted to something probably more accurately. So no, one of those 4 is, no, one of those 2 is. You know, 2 of those 4 are. One of those 4. One of those 2. 2 of those 3. Can we, like, double this back meaningfully? 2 of those 3. 1 or 2 of these. Which means 0 or 1 of these. Hey, Accounting Nightmare. Thank you for the raid. They're not Werecat. Yes, this is essentially advanced Minesweeper. We've also got numbers in the top right that count down how many mines are remaining in those specific colors of cells, and sometimes some other mechanics depending on the level. Importantly, if you're used to Minesweeper, we are counting down on all of our cells rather than just showing the total, which is confusing at first, but better once you get used to it. Alright, so 3 of these 4? Oh, but they've got the question mark, so we can't chain that out, huh? At least 1 of these. So 1 or 2 of these. Zero or 1 of these. Been only kind of going one direction. I probably need to push it the opposite direction a little bit here, somewhere. But where? Ha, Templar. Okay, the 132 does something here, so it's 2 or 3 of these technically, but that means it has to be 2, so these 2 are safe. That's a mine that we've marked, not Werecat. They look a little weird. There's the default settings make them look even like less distinct and weird than that. So we've made them look the best we can. But yeah, it is countdown, as you can see there. Okay, so one of those 2 is, which means one of these 2 is. Two of these 3 are. Which means those are all safe. Hold on, let's see. So for one of these 2 is... One of these 2 is... That means that it has to be this one, right? Because it can't be this one and then the 3 get still satisfied without overfilling the 2. That changed a lot for us, huh? Oh, no, there's diagonal down here. Okay, don't quite over-extrapolate. In fact, we know that one has to be. Okay. Color totals might be coming into account now. Somehow. Not as easily as I would like. There's at least 2 in green there. We can probably get info on this now. Let's see. One of these two, which means one of these two, which means those two are safe. Could probably extrapolate that the same way down here, right? One of these two is one of those two, which means that's safe. Oh, we know one of these two has to be, so that one's safe. Because of the orange count. And, okay, well, there's only one blue left, so we know that one. Alright, pretty smooth. Pretty smooth one. That was even smoother than the 79 we just did. Alright, it unlocks like this. I mean, I guess that actually makes sense. Wrong game. Sure. Sure. That is the wrong game. Guessing this one's on the easy side, given how fast everything's going so far. The tricky part will be that we have to remember that even though it's not colored, the gray blocks are just like any other block. That's the worst problem with the visual design of this game, is that is not at all distinct enough. Or, yeah, it looks, or I guess rather it's too distinct. It looks different rather than just part of the puzzle like everything else. That was correct, right? Yeah. But you can see how fast I can recognize how to progress because of the countdown. smooths things out quite nicely. As the single best feature this game has, I would say. They give you a lot of information for this that we are not mostly using thus far. Three of those for one of those three. It's not enough to quite base anything on. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell the positions. You can do row or column counts, or next to this area of colored blob or whatever. It's not always the easiest to convey where you're trying to talk about, for sure. Now that color counts look low enough to do anything with. One of those two has to be, so that gets that other piece of the two there. I suppose, like, I should have queued up an appropriate, like, playlist song. Just be like, oh, throw down some Tetris B-side right here. Oh, well. Oh, this 2, 3, 4, I think. So two of these have to be. So one of those is, which means those three are. Hey there, iBot. You might have a little stream delay, by the by. So 2 of these 3. Yeah, we already looked at this earlier, right? 2 of those 3. I shouldn't have said that this level might have just been easy. Spade. People say I am blind. Though I guess we were looking at this level from the select, which makes it easier to notice that the level has a name. I mean, they all have names, and some of them are interesting or relevant otherwise, but notice that it was named wrong game, so that helped it stand out, I think. Non-diagonals ruin everything, Tim Black. That's the reality. Levels that don't have diagonals are just nonsense and are awful. Partially just because, well, primarily because of the visual representation and the fact that it doesn't change at all. Other than just a little reminder in the top corner out of sight. No, probably not, Sven, because existing games and practices use diagonals. So you're already pretty trained on a way to approach things. I mean, it's a fairly easy fix that maybe I should message the dev to suggest at some point, but just rounding off the corners of the squares on the levels that don't have diagonals would make all the difference. It seems too early to care about most of these columns or the cell counts, the color counts rather, but I'm skimming them all trying to find something. Now I'm just like picturing the top part as like a giant afroed head. We aren't Picrossing, says you. I do what I want. For some reason, the phrase uneducated pirates just popped into my mind. And now you know. I don't know what you know, but you know. I am not sure where to progress here. The colors are all a hot mess, so we can't really combine the color plus column data at this juncture. Oh, here we go. So one of those two, which means two of these three, which means these three are safe. Okay, one of these, which means that's a mine. Oh, see, I thought you had the delay because I thought you were talking about the 231 up here that I had already like done like 30 seconds before you mentioned it. You were looking at a different one that was right in the same area going the other way. Ha. That explains everything. Zero or one of these. That was less of a breakthrough than I was hoping. Or maybe it was more of a breakthrough and I'm still just not seeing it. That is also distinctly possible. I mean, around there does still seem like the most promising area because there's just not enough density in most of the rest of the board. Let's see. So what if we go? We got one of... Yeah, well, we've looked at that a lot. And it hasn't been anything. We should probably look at it a different way, but... two of these three... One of those... And that means one of these five. Hooray. Can we go the other direction in any sort of meaningful way? Not easily. Still do get numbers in the corners here. there, Glue Mango. Is going decently. We're a bit stuck on this level though. Spain. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening in this game. Looking back at the colors, since I'm running out of other good ideas. Oh, there's only 8 greens on the board. 5 of those are fill. That's still not really gonna get us. So 4 of these 2 columns that are not green are filled. That is 4 of those 8. Yeah, that doesn't really tell us anything. Yeah, Glue Mango. So you got Minesweeper plus the column and color information. Sometimes, depending on the level, there are other mechanics as well. Additionally, I will emphasize that it's a countdown. So when we mark a mine, it counts down rather than just showing the total. And it's better that way. Yeah, there's a few spots that they almost are, Steph. The column numbers or colors, but not quite enough to really do anything with. Oh, Zapper and Spade both just found something finally. Maybe with the column numbers we can do something here. So we know at least one of the, well, we know exactly one of those 2 are. So 2 of these are. And what at least one of these is. Oh, the column numbers plus the 2 mean these 3 are safe, I think? So 1 or 2 of these is, and even if this one is, one of these is. So one of these has to be, only one of these has to be. So that means this is a mine and these 3 are safe. One of those has to be for the, this here. And then that all cascades. And it stops us again. How rude. Can we use the green plus the column here at all? So we know one of these 3 is. So we know 3 of these 4 are. Only one of those 4 are. Meh. Phew. Getting all sneezy up in here. plans for next stream? FTL, Spelunky, and maybe something else? Hobby's a possibility. Been a minute for some hobby. I'm afraid not, Saffron, no. Oh no, Mango. We will play more Baba at some point, but no, there's much unfinished in Baba. Sub 1 minute putt run. I mean, that shouldn't be hard, but that doesn't mean it won't be. It's been a while. Probably not, Harry. I mean, I did actually race putt against some of the best people. They wrote me in. Oh god, when was it? It was SGDQ 2017, I think. We did like a 30 lap set, and first place finished, and then the second place was at like, I don't know, 28 or something, so they weren't far behind, and then they finished, and I was at like 17 or 18 at that point. It's like, well... Oh, I technically did a speed run at AGDQ this year also. I got roped into the Pringles nonsense. I did 2 runs of the easiest category of Pringles for the Genesis. Which is kill yourself at all stages as quickly as possible. It was the speed game meme hotness, this AGDQ. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of a video of it, Glumango. Not of me playing it specifically, but I did 2 runs because my first one was too bad. I had to improve my time, but that's another like minute run or something like that. Cheers, Kombucha. Thank you for the continued stream support. Something like that, Zap, for sure. I am once again unsure how to proceed. There we go. Maybe that will help us break through, Thomas. I mean, it's hard for me to think it's not something to do with column 6, 7. Be it cell numbers or column numbers, but I ain't seeing nothing. And I occasionally skim back the other way or check the colors, and nothing's really standing out. I mean, I like the green a bit, but it's not enough. It's not quite enough. To reestablish what we know about green, we're in color mode. That's fine. One of these three is a mine. So 3 of these 4 are, which also means 2 of these 4 are. And I mean, that means 0 or 1 of these 3 are. These 4, excuse me. Oh, which means this one's mine. Aha! Right? Because at least one of these 2 has to be double checking let me look at that again. So no more than one of these can be. So that's a mine. One of those is a mine. Those two are clear. Gonna get that off of that because we knew only one of those was, so the other two had to be based on the past info there. One of these two is... Oh, 34, okay. Let's see. So now one of these two is, one of these three is, so that one has to be. And we already knew one of those two is, so that one is clear. One of those two is, so that one's clear. Okay, we can use this 2 here, right? So one of these is, and one of these 3 reds are, so that gives us those ones. We know one of these reds are, so that clears that. Two of the blues are, so that clears these. Three of the grays are... Just 2 of those top ones, but how do we... Because it's also 2 of these. So that means it has to include that one. One of those two, one of those two. Huzzah! Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Let's see, we know what Cabo Luck is. That's too much information. What's H2O? Jellyfish. Well, I'll take a quick look at this one. We may not finish it. Or I should say we probably won't finish it. This is one of the challenge levels. And I don't know that I know where to start. It's not relevant for this level, Templar, but good to remind just in case. I just got stuck on him. This thing. So we skipped ahead with the saved partial progress. We actually had 3 like that. We went back and completed one of those tonight. Jeez, yeah, I don't even know where to begin on this level. Gross. Pretty good odds if I click a random purple one, right? Yeah. Let's see. Okay. It should be with this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but then what? Still too many for this 7 to fill in. Okay. Okay. But then what? No ending. Like, assumedly the 3 purple is pretty soon, but... At least one of the purples has to be here. And at least one of the purples has to be here. That's close to relevant. So one of those remaining like 5 billion purples is also mine. That's right, Spain. That's the proper speed strats, clearly. All right. That's probably good enough. That's probably good enough for now. We'll just like occasionally peek over at one of these challenge levels and like tink at them a little bit, and maybe someday we will complete one of them. It's probably a little harder if we look at a different one every time and never go back to any of them that we started, but, you know, maybe someday. We'll see.